Hello and welcome to the Iron Patriot podcast. In episode 18, I'll be talking about my 18th appearance on Kill Tony. You might remember in the last episode how we were talking about going to the LA Podcast Festival. It was our first time performing Kill Tony outside of the Comedy Store. In this first clip, me and Sarah Mostajabi are talking before the show. This episode of Kill Tony was very significant because it was the first time the guys saw me out of my suit. Right after Tony introduced me, he wanted to talk about this unusual event.
As always, please put your hands together for our head of security, the one and only Iron Patriot is here, everybody! Huge fan favorite of the show.
Against anyone with threatened our way of life, I am the Iron Patriot.
There is a real human being underneath that suit. And tonight was the first night after 18 episodes of this show in which we actually, Brian and I, and some other people close to the show, got to meet the man under the suit. When he pulled up today, he got his car valeted, and he needed all of our help because the suit actually is in 3 separate crates and 2 gym bags. Am I exaggerating?
No, it was quite challenging to get it down here, Tony. But it's worth it because I like being with so many people that enjoy podcasting like me.
It's unbelievable.
After Tony got done talking about me, Brian Redband had some things to say. Somehow this led to another discussion about bestiality. I didn't know what to say, so I told my banana split joke.
So he said that he put chocolate on his dick the second time he ever came and let his Cocker Spaniel lick it off of him when he was younger.
I basically served my dog Buffy a banana split. I had the nuts, the banana, the chocolate, the cream, and I was even circumcised when I was a small baby.
Alright, I'm really not sure how that applies to anything, but
This was truly a festive night because I got to perform my hit song, Share My Banana. After my performance, Tony and Brian had some things to say.
I think before we bring up our guests tonight,
Play the song. Hey, can you guys turn it up a little? This is one of his hit songs.
you can see why the band didn't take off. Laquidra.
No, it's Jacob and Latija, 2 monkeys in the jungle. Latija was playing hard to get, and Jacob said, "Come, I want to share my banana with you." Yeah, I like the female brothers, Tony. I'll tell you that. I like Beyonce, Kerry Washington.
The guest comedians on this episode of Kill Tony were epic in stature. Doug Benson started things off by making a reference to something I said earlier. Then Mark Maron wanted to talk about seeing me on the elevator before the show.
This is like a dream come true, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, my female brothers. I want to take this out.
Mark, I gotta ask, what's your initial reaction to the Iron Patriot?
What do you think of this?
I was in the elevator with him. And then he said, "Oh, I'm on the same show as you." I'm like, "Oh, fuck. Really? What is this circus? What is this red band fiasco? What sort of strange, desperate activity am I involved in?"
In this next clip, Mark Maron is curious about how I use my Iron Patriot suit. After explaining to him, I wanted to say something about a particular podcast he did with Dean Delray.
Is this something you do at parties or specifically for this?
Yeah, I live down on Hollywood Boulevard. I'll take pictures with people for tips, and I come to the Comedy Store every Monday. Something I want to say to you, Mark.
No.
On the 3rd episode of Kill Tony, we had Dean Delray on the show.
Yeah.
And I was telling him how much I enjoyed the podcast you did with him.
Yeah.
And there's something you don't know about that interview, though.
Okay.
Because 2 days before that, he hurt his balls riding a bike.
I know.
And he was on medication,
Yeah.
and he said he didn't even remember your interview.
Well, he said to me that he wasn't sure he wanted me to post it because he was on the pain meds. And then I sent him the interview and I said, dude, you were great. And it's okay.
Mark, you're really having a conversation with that guy right now.
After conversing with Mark Maron, I wanted to say something to Doug Benson. I chose to remind him of how we bonded over Bridget Fonda's feet in Jackie Brown.
Doug, I want to say something to you, Doug. Doug, can I talk to you for a second?
Patriot,
I'm sorry, Patriot. What's up?
Oh, do I gotta call him Patriot?
call him whatever you want.
It was great meeting you, Doug, in August on Kill Tony 13. We bonded quickly over our mutual love of Bridget Fonda's feet and Jackie Brown. Now, you remember that,
We
don't
do
you?
both love her feet and Jackie Brown.
Wait,
Yeah.
so he's one of the guys that hangs out on Mondays? He comes to the store dressed like that?
Yeah, he has to ride on the bus standing up because he can't sit down in that suit.
Once the suit's on.
So this is like your thing?
Yes, it's my gimmick, my stick.
A lot of people don't know that Doug Benson started his podcast, Doug Loves Movies, way back in 2006. I wanted to ask him a question about the history of podcasting.
Can I say one more thing, Doug, before we go? Doug, this is what I want to say.
Please.
One more thing.
Okay.
Three of the biggest podcasters, Joe Rogan, Mark Maron, and Adam Carolla, all started in 2009. You started your podcast in 2006, Doug Loves Movies. How did you have the foresight to start podcasting so early, Doug?
That's a great quote. Put your hands together for the Patriot, everybody.
Yeah, Doug.
I thought, if I get into this thing early enough, maybe some other guys will come along and they'll be much bigger than me at this.
He was begging me to be bigger than him. I don't think I am, though. I think you do really good.
There was this thing called Handheld Comedy. It was like a site that Never Not Funny and my show and a few others were on. So they'd come to me and said, they thought podcasting could have advertising and whatnot. And we did it for a while, and then they went out of business. And then, now that I'm out on my own, we have advertising. So,
Are you now
thanks,
having a
Handheld Comedy, wherever you are.
Are you not having a conversation with the robot?
No.
The robot.
I'm just...
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
In this next clip, Mark Maron addresses my insanity. When I asked if I could come over to his garage, he said anytime, as long as I'm in the suit.
Well, my banana song means different things to different people. And you can take it however you want. You can literally banana or the man's genitalia.
There's a whole lot of hurt in that suit.
Everybody has dark secrets from their past, Mark. Don't you agree?
Everyone what?
Has dark secrets from their past?
Oh no, what's this story?
One wants to be covered up with $6,000 worth of armor.
I love that he has his microphone that he talks to is pointed at his abdomen.
Yeah. His balls. Is this a standard superhero thing, or is this like a special suit?
It's the Iron Patriot from the comics, not the movie, not Iron Man 3. This is from the comics. The Norman Osborn that fought against Green Goblin. That was Green Goblin and fought against Spider-Man.
Okay.
And he stole Iron Man's suit and became a villain. He tricked America to thinking that he was patriotic, but he was really a villain. The Iron Patriot.
This is what happens right before he loses his fucking mind.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
You like that tone? It's like, no, you listen to me.
I met him earlier today in the elevator, and when he was outside of the suit, and he's much less emphatic. When he's in the suit, he really lays down the law, but when he's just hanging out in the elevator, he looks like a stoner that I couldn't pick out of a lineup.
Yeah. It's just starting to creep me out a little.
Mark, I can tell we're going to be good friends from here on out.
Patriot, you just made it worse.
Why don't you give me the address of your garage? I'll come over for the podcast next week.
No, do not give out your address like Tony Stark did in Iron Man 3, because
You can come any time as long as you're in the suit.
Okay, can I look at your girlfriend Jessica's feet?
Yeah, whatever. Wow. You're gonna have to ask her, and it's a weird request, and I would take it as an insult, but I feel sort of bad for you.
That's his actual laugh.
Of course
that
it is.
suit. That's not some robot button that he hits, by the way.
Why would you take someone loving your girlfriend's feet as an insult, no matter who it comes
Wait,
from?
because it was prefaced by, a guy in a fucking suit saying he's gonna come to my house uninvited. That's it, like I'm supposed to say, like, oh, thank you.
What do you mean uninvited? He asked for your address, and I told it to him earlier tonight.
After this, I wanted to say something to Mark about another podcast of his that I enjoyed. It involved the actress Aubrey Plaza, who I knew from working as an extra on the show Parks and Recreation. I will lead these new Avengers into battle against anyone who would threaten our way of life. I am the Iron Patriot.
Mark, this is another podcast I liked. I liked when you interviewed Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Because I am an extra on the show Parks and Recreation. And I saw her on the set, and I told her how much I enjoyed that podcast, and she told the story about how she almost had a heart attack.
Stroke.
Remember that story when she had a stroke?
Yeah.
I love that podcast, Mark.
The repetition of my name is weird.
Right.
Yeah, I am just an extra.
You gotta watch your
I'm one of the
face.
City Hall employees.
You are?
Yes, you see me in the background. They just did the premiere last week, and I was right behind Rashida Jones in a screenshot.
Wow.
So everybody look for him. Look for the guy who you don't know what he looks like.
Right.
He'll be right in there. Just look for his crazy thing he does with his left arm. Hey, are you on the...
Yeah, the way your left arm twitches,
you
I'm
get the
surprised.
extra on Michael Jackson.
Right,
Michael
Michael J.
Fox.
Fox. Yeah, you should be on Parkinson's and Recreation, Patriot. That works out. I'll take that as a laugh.
That was solid. That was good.
As amazing as it is, the Patriot is only secondary to the main format of this show, as you guys know.
Oh, I thought this show was just talk to the
I
Patriot.
know.
Right before the comedians started performing that night, Doug had some concerns about whether I was in the shot or not.
Is the
60
Patriot
seconds.
even in the shot in the Daily Motion live feed?
That's a
Better
good
be.
question.
Daily Motion knows what's going on.
They brought us up from deep in the back of the room. They
It would
couldn't
be great
wait.
if he was framed out and we all looked insane. Just looking over there and talking to a robot voice. Oh, it's hilarious. I'm sorry, keep explaining the premise of the show.
No, fuck yeah. So, comedians do 60 seconds.
In this next clip, you can see the comedian Sarah Mostajabi wearing the Kill Tony t-shirt that has my image on it. Sarah is known for her great fashion sense, so this made me feel good. Ow.
What's up, guys? So I'm bisexual. Got the same reaction from my parents. Or as the guys I date like to call it, yes. Which I know they're thinking like threesomes. They're gonna think like, yeah, this is gonna happen. But the last thing I want to see is some other dude fucking my girl, so that's for sure not gonna happen. I've been sleep internet surfing. I get on the internet and I look up kittens, and I email people about kittens. I think my subconscious has completely misunderstood what pussy hunting is about. Alright, that's what I have. Thank you guys. Yeah.
After Sarah's minute, I brought up the topic of female comedians and how they should dress. This sparked a lively conversation that had everyone chiming in.
Your
Yeah,
final.
something else, if you want to watch the other Kill Tonys, there was a lot of debate about the way she dressed. And if females should dress sexy when they do comedy or dress down so people pay attention to their jokes.
Well, she didn't wear underwear. You could see her fucking pussy lips in one of the episodes. And it was really uncomfortable, and we had to talk to her about it, and then it felt like 2 episodes later.
This isn't true what you're saying.
No, this
Yeah,
is
that
100%
sure is.
true.
You mean she had like a camel toe? you're
What?
saying?
Oh, it was more than a camel toe. It was like 2 camels. Not true?
It's like a camel.
It came on half at least. Come on, Tony.
You just let the ladies wear what they want.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Patriot, Thanks, guys. Squad.tv.